Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legends of an Otherworld, Curse of Saria. In the last episode we completed the Ice Temple and Alicia came to terms with her past. Now we're picking up the story in the ruins of Saria, which has been attacked by the Cult of Lunaris while we were out. Those cult freaks destroyed my home, so I'm just going to drink. You don't have anything new to say? I don't know what the Phoenix brew does yet, so I'm going to take one just to find out. Oh, there it is. Revives a fallen ally but debuffs agility. Agility isn't tremendously important, so actually that's kind of a way to get a cheaper Phoenix tiers, although they only cost 300, which isn't much at this point, and I definitely want to restock on those. Liquor pluses are also available here, and so are potion jugs. I used up the only one of those that I had, and I definitely want to have at least one on me. Oh, multi-resist is 10,000. For some reason I didn't realise it was quite that expensive. Anyway, that got through quite a big chunk of my money, but I'm sure I can get money back from random encounters. I forgot in the last episode to equip the poison shuriken, which might have made a difference in that boss fight, and I'm just going to go off camera and take off everyone's ice proofs and put on abilities that might be more useful for a non-ice themed dungeon. So that's taken care of. Everyone has their everyone has a fair selection of stat boosts, and Alicia has her counterattack back on, which meant I had to choose between Spirit and Defense for her. I went with Spirit. Time to move on. So these guys are blocking the way back. No one enters or leaves. And it seems to be just the cult warriors we've fought against before. They shouldn't be too much of a problem. Obviously put adrenaline on because they're physical attackers, so that will boost my physical defense. And for the active party, I want Amanda, Harley. Yeah, I want the 4 I have now. I think Tara has enough for her to learn a new ability. So getting Liana more AP is more important than Tara. Namida confirmed that buffs only stack twice, so having buffed everyone's physical attack, I may as well buff magic. After all, I have 2 magic users in the active party, and now that that's done, I'm just going to switch around so that everyone gets in. Should be careful because that was a critical and she has counter-attack, so Tara hasn't been in yet. even first tier cure is doing 600 with 2 buffs, and that's nearly the maximum HP of all my characters, so I don't think I'm going to be needing to learn third tier cure for a while. Oh, they just get replaced with more goons. That's disappointing, because that means I can't get to the South Road and that optional boss anymore, as well as the shop in Taspia, which was the place to upgrade my 5% stat boost abilities to plus 10%, and get the HP plus 25s, which I'd love to have for more characters. But there was that cabin on the Taspia Road that didn't seem to be anything, even though it had its own music, so I'm sure that will be something later in the game, so it will be possible to get back there. Probably I just need to get to the palace and complete this part of the game. That is, I think, the normal blade that I encountered in the Metaspi and wanted to steal from. Yes, it is. And it probably still one-shots all my party members. We'll see. It sure does. I do sometimes have problems remembering who's already been in a battle and who hasn't. How many turns is this going to take? No point in using any sort of potion. I'll just defend. At this point I'm going to go off camera and keep trying to steal. So I successfully stole the Death Touch, which none of those are equipped to anyone, so I can see that I currently have 3 Death Touches. I'm sure I will never want to keep 3, so the other ones can be sold. I'm not going to do that because I want to save money for next time the road to Taspia is open. Oh, this is your house, I remember you. You're not one of them. Are you here to help? Really? Please take these if you think they'll be of any use. Cool. What is a Lumine? It's an item for Ivy. Great, let's see what... Light Pillar. Deals light damage. So she's the only one at the moment who can cast light, and also Eclipse casts dark. So it's possible to learn light and dark magic for Amanda, but it costs, I think, Oh, it costs 450. I could get that right now, but I'm much more interested in level 3 elementals, so I want to... Oh, those are hit all as well as high damage. I wonder if they're... yeah, it says medium damage for level 2. So presumably they do high damage and hit all. So yeah, that's definitely something I want as quickly as possible. But in the meanwhile, before getting that, it's good that another party member can cast Light and Dark for those occasions where I encounter something that's weak to one of them. Leanna's on 240, so I'm fairly close to being able to get both Strength Break... What are they called? Strength Buster and Magic Buster. I should probably just go ahead and choose one of the two to learn with Tara. I'm going to go with Magic Buster because a lot of bosses have magic attacks, and that would be a useful thing to be able to debuff them. Does anyone else have enough AP to get something right now? Well, Ivy and Alicia have a lot, but nothing new has appeared on Alicia's menu at level 25. I really don't know if she'll ever have anything. Ivy's AP is useless because she learns new skills from items. Vince has 130, and several of his cost only 100, so let's have a look. Heals all allies. Excellent. Oh, not only is that very useful, it's free. Restores all allies MP. Status Cure. Increases party's agility. Useful. Gives users Psycho without attacking allies. Why would I want that? And that's all. Faith doesn't seem to me to be that useful because the two party members who are most dependent on MP, Harley and Amanda, rarely seem to run out, especially now that I've finished the ice-themed dungeon. Harley has his MP plus 25% back, so I'm going with Bliss rather than Faith. I will be able to get Faith fairly soon because it only costs 100. So, having made those decisions, I should save again. But saving risks random encounters, so I'm just going to move on. I could take the cart back to, what's it called? Sergeant? To the northern place. So I'll just save there quickly and then get back here. So I went to Corgent, which is the correct name of the northern town, to save. While I was there, I went into the temple to have a look for the optional boss. He wasn't difficult to find. He's standing right in front of the entrance to the graveyard at the back of the temple. Unlike previous optional bosses, this one doesn't hit especially hard for the level we are when he first becomes available. What makes him difficult is that he has a ton of HP. He uses both physical and magical attacks, so I've decided to go back and have another go at him once Leanna has learned Strength Breaker. I want to continue with the story for now, but I'll make that my benchmark for when I go back and have another go. So, to continue, we have to get into the palace, which means getting past these guys. The power of Lunaris, combined with the monsters of the Metaspi. Dark Illusioner, get them! Okay, so this is an upgraded version of that boss we fought. That was the fourth of the mini-fights in the fire room. That was a while ago. As always, switching Alicia to see whether there's any steals. That was the difficulty in the Illusioner fight. He puts everyone to sleep. Melodic notice the cure silence, not sleep. Is there a specific anti-sleep item, or do I just use quick fix? Haven't scanned him yet. Okay, he's got a lot of HP, but I should be able to take him down. Ha! He casts ice just after I've taken off my ice protective equipment. But he also uses physical attacks, and I had plenty of time to put on 2 levels of defense buff. This is probably a boss, so it doesn't matter which of Tara and Liana I put in, but just in case. Hang on. What do we know about his status, vulnerabilities? High resistance to poison means he is vulnerable. He's also vulnerable to weaken and meltdown, so breaker attack. Okay, high level thunder. I can deal with that. That critical helped a lot. What about elements? Absorbs fire, don't use that. And he has a drain ability, but it's comparatively weak. Oh, come on. May as well use this Phoenix Brew. I don't really care for having that in my inventory. Ooh, 35 AP that Amanda missed out on. That was really dumb of me. You know what, I'm just going to redo that battle off camera and make sure everyone gets the AP. Okay, I redid the fight with everyone getting the 35 AP. I'm actually quite glad I had to redo that fight because it allowed me to notice a couple of things. One was that the Dark Illusioner changes his elemental vulnerability and absorption. However, if you scan him, then you can immediately see the new vulnerability every time he changes. I'm going back to save. This time I'll use this one rather than going to Cogent. Just having another look at where Liana's up to, 275. I have a Spirit Plus. Who wants that? Maybe Amanda? I'll give it to Harley because it's still more important to keep Harley's HP up than anyone else's. By the way, for the redo of that fight, I equipped Alicia with Sleep Resist, which I'll change back to Counterattack now, and Harley with Sleep Proof, which I'll change back to MP plus 25%. So we're back in the palace. Most of the side rooms have been blocked off. This one's accessible. This middle cell is one where someone was talking to us before, but she's not here now. I don't think we should go there yet. And as usual, if any character says you shouldn't go to a place, that means you literally physically can't. That's blocked off too, so we have no choice but to encounter this character in the middle. Yep, those are physical obstacles to the sides, even though it looks like there's room to squeeze past him. The power of Lunaris combined with the monsters of the Metaspi. Dark Returner, get them! So, an upgraded returner. So the way the first returner worked, I didn't understand this at the time, but Namida confirmed it afterwards, is that while it was storing its energy, any damage I dealt in that phase, that would determine the amount of damage I took afterwards. So although I thought Defend was doing something, and it wasn't. In fact, Defend was still useful because the turns on which I defended, I wasn't increasing the amount of damage I did. Okay, let's steal Tonic. The thing is, I think that... Ooh, it can regenerate as well. I think that damage I do during this phase will not... I think it will be a flat rate rather than that being able to be affected by defense, but we'll see. Don't know yet about its elements, so just do some damage, get off a scan as quickly as possible. It probably has huge HP because the first returner did. Not that much actually. Weak to all elements, great. But since I've just done a lot of damage, I should not only not do any more, but also switch in Ivy, who has the highest HP. I should put on a Meditate to see whether that would do anything. Oh, okay, it's not the exact same amount as the damage you do to it. It is mediated, and that does make me wonder whether possibly Vince's buffs might affect it. Anyway, we need to get in. We need to get damage in. I'm going to haste Harley. Have Ivy cast Blessing. In this phase, it's going to counterattack, at least assuming it works on the pattern of the first returner. So, okay, now it's storing energy, but it's managed to restore its HP all the way to full, so I really need to be doing more damage to it. So let's switch in Alicia. have Vince buff. Oh, I need to do so many buffs with Vincent. That's the second time I've called him Vincent. Well, I assume Vince is short for Vincent, but the game doesn't actually say so, so it may be different in this world. Ivy can't do much. I wonder what its status vulnerabilities are. Low resistance to weaken and meltdown. High resistance to darkness, which I don't really care about. Immune to poison and zombie, so I can't do anything about those. And it has auto regen. Right, so breaker attack. And that time I did a bit too much damage and it demolished my party. So this is going to be a difficult battle. So one thing that I just noticed when I was looking over the video footage for the previous part of this episode is that although the Dark Returner is immune to zombie status, it is vulnerable to virus, which neutralises healing and so presumably would neutralise its auto-regen. Now I have no way of casting the virus status directly, but the way virus works is that if you are infected with virus, any physical attacks you make will give something else virus. And it just happens that one of Ivy's blue magic abilities, Infection, infects herself with virus. The problem with that, of course, is that then she couldn't be healed, and I have no way that I know of to remove the virus status. Still, I think that may be my best strategy for the Dark Returner fight, so that's what I'm going to try. The other thing is that if it doesn't... So I mentioned that during the storing energy phase, it takes the damage you do into account to determine the amount of damage it dishes out. But if you don't do enough, then it will use its flare attack. So to avoid that, we have to do some damage in each storing energy phase. Okay, so switch in Ivy, charge, and we need to do that once. Storing energy. Let's switch to Alicia, who's a good damage dealer. 1, 2, 5, 7. And switch to Vince. If I use Vince's magic ability, that will increase the potency of healing. And I'd like Harley not to be hurt in the first round. Actually, no, I'll leave Harley in and cast haste, because that will give me more healing power. So, infection. Got a tonic. Haste on Alicia. Oh, okay. So that's what happens. It did not have enough energy stored. Still, it didn't do very much because Disaster is apparently a magical attack. And everyone has 2 levels of magic defense. So I'll just defend with Ivy, and when it's in storing energy phase again, then I'll Then I'll try to infect it with plague. Nothing more to steal. Come on, go into storing energy. There we are. At this point, Vince can be switched out for Liana. Breaker attack will help me to do more damage and make sure that I get enough damage done. I'll risk using a Curia even though it's more MP because it's really important to get everyone's HP up for this. There we are, it's infected with virus. Do I want to do another attack now? I think I've already done about 2,000, so it will do about 500 to me. I don't want to do more than that. This is a stressful fight. Okay, I did enough damage, and it seems that my strategy is working. I haven't seen its regen numbers pop up. So let's quickly heal everyone. Use first gear cure for this. That was a waste of a turn. She's got virus on. Right. I don't like using a hyper potion, but that was a silly way to waste a turn. And I'm going to switch in Tara because Ivy's not much use at the moment. Now I've already forgotten. No, it's not in storing energy phase at the moment. So defend. Or is there anything useful Tara can do on this turn? I don't think so, except use an item, which I don't want to do because Harley should be able to heal up. I know Harley has very low agility, but he does have haste. Okay, storing energy phase. That's enough, don't want to do more than that. Harley, heal yourself. Okay, it's working. Actually, I'm going to risk a scan because I do want to see where we're up to at all times. So we've got about 6,000 down of it, starting 22,000, fairly good. I'm going to use Potion Plus because Alicia gets a lot of turns. Enough turns, I think, to Potion Plus up one member. And Harley can heal for the rest. I might not have needed to Curia that time, but her HP was fairly low. Storing energy. Ouch! Right, what can I do about that? I did not want to critical. Is there anything I can do? No, Amanda's HP is even worse. Ivy just has low HP at the moment and virus, which I can't take off. Vince's HP is terrible. I think I'm screwed because of that critical. Or rather, I should just not use Alicia for damage. Now that I've got things worked out, if I use Liana and Tara for damage, I'm doing the right amount in any case. So, call this one off. come back with the same strategy, and because I don't want to make you sit through an entire battle of this again, I'm going to get back in when I'm close to the end. I think I've got it. So this is another fight, but in this one, even though I did have the same thing happen, that at one point Alicia got a critical and the Dark Returners stored energy killed a few party members, I was able to recover after that. So I think I'm in good shape. Right now I'm just waiting for a stored energy attack, and then I should be able to finish it off. Incidentally, the virus status wears off after a time, but I simply switched in Ivy and had her hit him again to deal with that. Yep, we're good to go. I got through my entire stock of hyper potions and my potion jug, as well as a few other items, so this was a difficult fight. Still wait until it's in its charging up phase. Because Harley died and revived, he doesn't have Vince's buffs on anymore. I think I'm okay nonetheless. Storing energy. Oh, and virus wore off right then. Well, that means I've got to take out 5,000 HP instead of just however much it was. So now I'm hoping for a critical. And since I didn't get one, switch Harley back in and heal up someone. Tara has the highest max HP. No point in using a potion plus, so I'll just let the other two die, or unless I can get it with this. Yes! I think it's an ability. I'm going back to save. See you next time.